Happy podcast where art and wellness fly. Well, hi and welcome back to the Healthy Metal Hippie. Guess what? Christmas is around the corner. We are totally geared up for the holidays, and I'm excited to give some holiday updates later after the fact. Maybe we'll talk about that sometime in the new year. But I've been thinking so much about holiday traditions lately. And as I get older, I don't know about you, but when I was a kid, you never really talked with your friends about what your holiday traditions were. I mean, at school, you talk about my family's German or my family's Ukrainian or my family, whatever, we do this for Christmas. These are our traditions, blah, blah, blah. But apart from that, the quirky things that people do or whatever ways it's set out, I'm just super duper curious. So for us, growing up, we would always have Christmas at my grandmother's house, my Omi's house, and the aunts and uncles and cousins would all come together. So the extended family, which, to be fair, our family's still pretty small, we would all come together there and we'd have all the traditional German food and we'd open our gifts, and Omi would always give you a $50 bill. And that was always really cool. And I look at some of those photos and there was so much love in that room. And even the little things I don't really like knackwurst, and I still think about it and go, oh, maybe I should go have some. Those nights were so special there, and I think about it often, having our little German Christmas and then our little family. We would have our Christmas on Christmas Day, and it was always really nice. But our Christmas Day was always okay, you get up, you wait, you have to have breakfast first, family breakfast, and then you can open presents. We'd go around and everybody had to watch what the other person got. So I know some of my friends had a free-for-all where you just go, yes, and you rip things open. But our family was so not like that. It was very, very structured. And then you might watch a couple Christmas films, and then in the evening you would have a Christmas dinner. And I mean, it would depend what we would have, but that was basically our Christmas. So when I moved to England and I found out everybody had Christmas dinner at 2 p.m., I was kind of shocked because our family didn't do that. So, even watching things watching the Queen's speech, well, I guess now it would be the King's speech. But yeah, we didn't do those things in Canada. Some people go for hikes and some people, I don't know, some people visit friends and some people, I don't know, we do all sorts of different things. Mom would make the lucky wheat and always lemon pudding. So this year I'm making lemon pudding. I'm really excited. But I always think as you get older, you move out at some point, and I think it's really interesting how traditions change, right? From family to family, and what things you decide to hold and what things you decide to just release, right? I feel some of the traditions that we've had growing up have changed since moving here. With my son, we open gifts before breakfast, and then we have a nice little breakfast in the morning after that. Still do an evening meal. The decorating, I don't have set rules about that. I was in a situation that I had to decorate certain ways. I had to do certain things. And I always think it's special to write your own rules. And I think this applies not just to Christmas, but it applies to life in general, that you don't have to keep things the same just because they were always done that way. It's something that's really special when you can embrace that, because it helps you live more authentically. It helps you be happier. It kind of helps you really align your life with your values and to be that person that you want to be with your partner, creating the life that you want to live and allowing yourself to do things your way that feels right. I also have to say that I do love tradition. There's so many things about it that I really, really adore. like cultural traditions or things that you do with your family. Okay, here's a weird one. We just made a new one. When I go with my son to get his hair cut, we go out for pizza after. It doesn't have to be centered around a holiday, but you always, you might set these things in place. And they're just like nice little moments that you get to hold on to. And you think, when you can always like relate them to just happy pieces in your life. So maybe you grew up with things that just don't quite sit right with you, or maybe you have had like major life changes, or maybe you just are sitting around and discovering what makes you happy and what things that you want to do for yourself and for your family. And it's okay to change them, and it's okay to embrace untraditional traditions, and it's okay to even try new traditional traditions. I think the most important thing is that you're doing whatever makes your heart happy. And the thing is, we always evolve, right? And so it doesn't matter if you're picking up new things or staying with the norm or doing whatever makes you happy, whatever makes you feel good in the moment. It's nice sometimes when you can be transformative and that you don't have to be stuck in it just because tradition says that you have to. Like I say, we evolve and we change and we grow. And that is the joy of life. And so let me know, do you love traditions? Have you changed things like since you moved out? Even if it's, down to how you decorate or what you have for a Christmas or a holiday meal. I'm so curious. So let me know, what things have you incorporated? This year, I'm making the traditional German Rouladen. That's something that my mom would make often. And we'd either have on Christmas Eve or on Christmas Day. And I'm really excited about that. And we're also doing lamb one night, which I'm really excited about. We're planning champagne breakfasts, and keeping things cozy and easy. So let me know what your thought is. I want to hear about your traditions. I want to hear what things that you're doing for yourself. I'm sending you so much love and happy Christmas. See you soon.
Thanks so much for joining us on the Healthy Mental Hippie podcast. For more ways to connect, go to www.healthymentalhippie.com.